presents Around the Table with Coach D and the Fat Man.
What's up, everybody? It's the B.O.B., and I'm here with the Big D, Coach Dodge. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing great. This is Around the Table with Coach D and the Fat Man. That is Coach D. I'm the Fat Man. This is the podcast that we talk about whatever we want. I want to again apologize for my sound quality. I am still out of town and forgot my mic, but we're here for it anyways. Today, figured, Coach, we can talk about the best duos of all time, but I don't want to limit us to just sports. So if you have a best duo and anything else, I want you to be able to speak freely on that. I think mine's going to be a little bit all over the place, but Coach, give us. I guess we can go with two or three. Give us one of your best duos of all time.
So, one of my favorite / best duos of all time would be Viktoras Ilgauskas and Tyrone Snyder. I have a soft place in my heart for bigs, and I just think they had such a cohesive play together. When they were always backing each other up, they were just both so skilled, and I loved watching them both on the court. So I don't think it would be doing justice if I didn't pick at least two players of mine, former players of mine. So yeah, Vic and Tyrone Snyder.
Yeah, that was one of the best defensive duos in the paint that I think SimWorld has ever seen in our short life. I would definitely put them in probably the top five. Tyrone Snyder doesn't get enough talk. I felt like he was a pretty underrated player during his time with you. But him and Ilgauskas definitely I can't remember, but I mean, you never knew who was going to lead the team in blocks. But I mean, they can both hit double digits, and I know Tyrone Snyder definitely his first year in SimWorld U. He stood out. He led that Rutgers team in points per game, and that was kind of a surprise to me because obviously he wasn't expected to do much else but defense at the prep level. But hey, he was a star. He was a star at least for one day in SimWorld U. Well, I'll throw one out there. I will stick with sports as well. This isn't going to be probably too big of a surprise. I think this is going to be a very common one that people will probably mention in the comments. But I think I would have to go with Shaq and Kobe. I mean, Shaq is my favorite player of all time, and had Kobe and Shaq stuck it out, I think they could have potentially hit double digits in championships if they could have worked on their relationship and kind of put the egos aside. Is double digits a lot? Yeah, it's a lot. Would they have realistically been able to hit that? I don't know. But if they would have been able to put their egos aside, I think we could have seen a lot more championships from them. But yeah, I mean, and Shaq's great in everything he does.
So I was actually going to say Shaq too, but I'm going to go in a different direction. Still sports-ish related, but I'm going to go Shaq and Charles Barkley. I don't know that there's two better broadcast analysts out there. They're funny. They have really good chemistry together. They're so much fun to listen to, so much fun to watch. I just don't think it gets much better than them.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has better chemistry than those two. That's always a hard thing to find is two people that have good chemistry together to talk about sports. I mean, I go through so many different shows on other sports networks outside of SimWorld TV, and they always seem to, once I really start to like one, they seem to get broken up and blown up and moved around. But no, Shaq and Chuck and Kenny and all them, that whole show is great. I'm glad that they're able to work out a new contract. Obviously, it's not going to be with the same group, but work out a contract so they can stay together for the upcoming SWBA season. But yeah, great chemistry. I'm gonna go a little bit to, I don't want to say left field because it's not like this is going to be anything crazy, but I'm going to go to the movie realm. For me, and I'm going to double up because I know we said we're both going to pick I said 2 or 3, but I'm just gonna double up. Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan,
Hmm.
Chris Farley, and David Spade. Those
Oh
are
yeah.
those two pairings are, I think, potentially the two greatest buddy duo pairings that the world has ever seen. There are some other good ones and everything like that, but just what they were. Rush Hour, 1, 2, 3. Did they do 4? Are they working on 4? What I think they're working on 4. I don't know.
I think they're
Um,
working on something.
yeah, they're one of the best series of all time. But are the movies amazing? Not necessarily, but it's the chemistry that they have together. They're hilarious together, and uh, Chris Farley, David Spade, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, their time on SNL. They had been working on another movie before Chris Farley passed away. I just think they had such great chemistry, and the character that Chris Farley was Chris Farley. David Spade played a character that's not really him, but he played that character very well. Um, and Chris Farley is my favorite comedian of all time, so I guess not really a surprise for me to try and throw a mention in for him. But yeah, I don't know if there was a better comedic duo than David Spade and Chris Farley. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely are some of the best, if not the best. I'm right there with you. Classic movies, fantastic movies. Still love them to this day, and I'm sure a lot of people do.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Dodge, I know we obviously we, we don't focus too much on sports here, and I'm sure there's probably not going to be too many people that listen this far into the podcast, anyways. But we like to talk about whatever we want. If you like it, great. If you don't, whatever. All we want, if you guys can just show us that support, leave us a comment, let us know who your favorite, not necessarily, I keep saying best, but more, who's your favorite duos of all time. Do you have any final words for the people, Coach?
Nope, just looking forward to hearing everybody's favorite duos.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you, Coach, and I appreciate you all that are listening. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.